We caution about going overboard with outright bans.
That's the man responsible for safety at Roblox. He's talking to us as he rolls out some pretty significant restrictions for children.
We think that platforms like ours play an incredibly important role in kids' lives. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't want to collaborate with policymakers. It can be less true. Like we do want to engage with policymakers, and we do want to find what's right for our kids and teens.
The changes were first announced in April, but they're rolling out as the government decides how it will enforce its new social media ban, which includes a ban on stranger pairing in games, like Roblox.
So are these safety features your attempt to avoid being banned in places like the UK?
Our goal was to respond to some of the feedback that Roblox is complicated. And there were a lot of different settings, and it was difficult to explain to a parent sometimes what was happening. It was difficult to explain to policymakers who said, hey, we're going to make it much easier. Now, how that plays out into the debates about social media bans or other restrictions for kids and teens online, I can't predict that.
So very quickly, the new safety features that he's talking about are essentially restricted accounts. So from today, anyone under 9 or who hasn't verified their age will be put into a kids account on Roblox. So that means that chat will be turned off by default, and they'll be heavily restricted in the types of games that they can play on the platform.
When you have millions and millions of games that are, being created all the time, sometimes something slips through. And we are not perfect. And we want to be honest about the fact that we're not perfect. And that's why with these kids and select accounts, it's a much smaller set of content.
Anyone between the ages of 9 and 16 will be able to chat to people in their own age groups and have access to more games than the younger players, but they'll still be pretty restricted in that area.
Sources within government yesterday confirmed to me that if a company were to create platforms for young people where they were ring-fenced off from harmful features, they would likely avoid being banned. Although the online safety minister said he won't stop the restrictions coming in just because of tweaks by some companies.
I was hearing from thousands of parents across the country that their children were experiencing a series of harms online. And so we're not going to be influenced by whether companies are tweaking things and promising the future. We are focused on the present situation for children in this country.
According to Matt, Roblox is held to a much higher level of scrutiny because it admits that it's got children on its platform instead of just pretending that under-13s aren't there. That level of scrutiny is only going to increase from now.
Mickey Carroll, Sky News.